Welcome to the Mosinee High School Gymnasium, getting ready for boys basketball. A rivalry game between DC Everest and Mosinee. Hello everybody, I'm Chris Conley. Welcome to tonight's Zaleski Sports coverage. Pregame brought to you by Auto Select. Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance at Auto Select. You're good to go. That's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston. This is a really fun environment. The crowd is right on top of you. I mean, this doesn't have the feel of a field house. Feels more like a gymnasium. And it's kind of a game for fun. The Evergreens are a Division I team, Mosinee's Division II, but Mosinee's got a lot of talent. They've won 14 of their 16 games this season, but they come in tonight on a loss. It's their only loss in the Great Northern Conference. Last Friday, they were edged out by Medford. Now, the Evergreens are only 5-12, so that's not a record that's going to scare anybody. But you look at their last 2 games, the Evergreens have played very tough teams, and they played them down to the final possessions. The Evergreens had a 2-point lead late against Wausau East and were beaten by a 3 at the buzzer, so the Lumberjacks broke some hearts that night. And then the Evergreens played Marshfield, a team that's lost only once. The Marshfield Tigers are fabulous. Came back with a win over Stevens Point last night. Evergreens played Marshfield down the stretch of that game before falling by 4 points. Very competitive basketball. I've got to figure that if the Evergreens bring either of those efforts to tonight's game, that we're going to be in for an exciting contest. Mosinee won the meeting between these two teams a year ago over at the Everest Fieldhouse, and for good measure, Mosinee was a winner here on this court 2 years ago. Then Mosinee's the more experienced team. The Evergreens have a lot of juniors and sophomores, a lot of underclassmen on the floor for key minutes for the Evergreens, and sometimes that shows, particularly on the defensive end. We'll meet our starting lineups and get our Tuesday night game underway. DC Everest and Mosinee when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable, with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA!
For me, for Green Heck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Heck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here.
I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
Welcome back to the Mosinee Gymnasium, where the home team Indians wear their white with purple trim. Evergreens will be in the black with white numerals and green trim. For Mosinee, the athlete is Keegan Jershely, a 3-sport athlete. He'll go off to college as a baseball player. He'll pitch, but as a standout football player, and you'll see he'll be heard from tonight. The height for Mosinee is Andrew Carlson, 6'4". The Evergreens at times have had trouble matching up against taller kids. Pep band across the way plays the Mosinee fight song. As the teams come out to their respective foul lines, our student musicians will give us the Star Spangled Banner in just a moment. There'll be times tonight that Mosinee will have 5 seniors on the floor. There'll be times tonight when the Evergreens will have no seniors on the floor. The Mosinee Pep Band is a cast of thousands today. I think that's the biggest section that we have in the entire gymnasium tonight. Let's go down to court level. We'll get our sportsmanship announcement first.
And your Mosinee Indians.
Everest fans had a drive of about 20 minutes, and they are well represented. Both teams have a student section tonight. And now the Star-Spangled Banner. It'll be an interesting game tonight because I think the Evergreens are better than their record is. 5 wins out of 17 games. It's a really tough schedule. Tomorrow night, the Evergreens play Stevens Point. Spash is super good. Beg your pardon, that's a Friday night game? Yes, it is.
For visiting DC Everest. A senior, number 3, Colin Ebersol.
Evergreen starters, senior Colin Ebersol.
A sophomore, number 10,
Xavier Edwards is emergent, getting better by the game. He's a sophomore, was big against Marshfield.
number 11, Cade Felch.
There's Cade Felch, another sophomore for the Evergreens.
A junior, number 21, Cohen Creevy.
Junior Cohen Preby and junior Casey Studeman, who needs a big night tonight in the low post for the Evergreens.
Head coach for Everest is Oliver Drake.
Evergreens, even though they're on a 4-game losing streak, the team's been working hard. For Mosinee, there's senior Aiden Shaughnessy.
A senior, 6'2", number 1, Aiden Shaughnessy. A 5'9" senior, number 11.
There's Keegan Jershely. Mentioned him in our pregame. He's a stud.
6'3" sophomore, number 23, Treve Stoffel.
Treve Stoffel, 6'3", adds some height to the party.
David Haskins.
David Haskins, another senior.
And a 6'6" senior, number 32, Landon Tomer.
And there's Landon Tomer. Mosinee's got a height advantage tonight.
Tonight's officials, Tony Hollander, Jason Wolf, and Doug Krause.
I think it's going to be a fun night. The smaller school, Mosinee's, had success against Everest in recent years. This game doesn't affect conference standings, but Mosinee comes in first place in the smaller schooled Great Northern Conference, where they are 6-1. The Evergreens are 1-6 in the bigger school and tougher Wisconsin Valley Conference. Ball's in the air. Let's light this candle. Double tapped, but the Evergreens will get the first possession. In the hands of Cohen Preby. Preby was kind of bottled up against the Marshfield Tigers when the Evergreens were last seen. Xavier Edwards with a touch in the corner. Studeman along the baseline, looks for the cutter, goes back out. Evergreens are on the perimeter. Cade Felch, guarded tightly by Keegan Jershely. .30 seconds off the clock on the opening possession tonight. Mosinee tight man-to-man defense. Here's Xavier Edwards. Edwards cut off, makes an extra pass. It pinballs around and is turned over. Tried to fit that into a tight spot. Was trying to feed Studeman underneath. Trying a baseline three, got a bump on Aiden Shaughnessy, non-shooting. Cade Felch commits the foul. Mosinee will inbound underneath. Keegan Jershely to trigger this in. To Landon Fulmer. Now back up high. Jershely again drives in, got a step. He's fouled as he goes to the rim. 2 free throws are coming up. Cohen Preby fouled it. Preby got him on the arm.
Everest foul number 21, Cohen Preby, his first, team second. Keegan Jershely to the line, shooting 2.
Jershely's a good free throw shooter, but I'll tell you, these are the tightest rims anywhere. Anything that hits the rim clangs out. Jershely's first free throw is true. One more coming. 2-0 Mosinee. Preby in the backcourt, Jershely to guard him. Back-to-back turnovers for the Evergreens. Coming back the other way, up and in for Jershely. Points off the turnover. 4-0 Indians. Xavier Edwards into the double team, misses at the rim. That was a tough contested shot. Tipped out of there, Shaughnessy for the Indians, leaves it on the wing. Shaughnessy gets it back. Thought about firing that three, instead drives in, splits defenders, scoop, blocked by Studeman. Evergreens get it back, trailing 4-0, 2 minutes in. 3-ball, Preby, quick release, too strong. Offensive rebound, Xavier Edwards back out, Cade Felch, good. Felch, who was cold in the last game against Marshfield, opens with a hit, 4-3. And then Mosinee turns it over along the baseline. Chance for a lead change here. Felch from the corner, 3-ball, back-to-back hits for Cade Felch. 6-4 Evergreens. Cross court, thinking about that three was David Hacken. He does not pop. Gives it back out to Treve Stoffel. Mosinee resets. Hard bump along the baseline. No whistle as Jershely leaves it short. Preby to the front court for the Evergreens. Here's Felch, who's had the hot hand. 3-ball from Xavier Edwards, rounded out. Offensive rebound. Ebersol misses at the rim. Got to get that one to go down. Colin, good work getting the board, and then no finish. Entry pass now trying to use the height of Landon Fulmer. Give and go, moving without the ball and missing is Treve Stoffel. Too strong on the cut to the rim. To Studeman down low. And Studeman's always going to have a big kid on him. Studeman was bumped, gets it to go down anyway. Studeman was looking around like he thought he was going to be on the line for an N1. 8-4 Everest. Evergreens are on an 8-0 run. Flick that pass down low to Stoffel, back out. 3 balls in the air, Shaughnessy around and out. Xavier Edwards makes it a one-and-done trip. While Mosinee's cold, the Evergreens got to build this lead up here in the early going. 3-ball off a screen for Preby, too strong. Tapped back out. Good work there by Cade Felch. Slipping on the floor, but giving it up there is the Evergreens Studeman. a basket here. I wonder if Mosinee would take a timeout. Xavier Edwards splits defenders to the rim, hangs, misses. Unable to secure that rebound was the Evergreens' Colin Ebersold. Back the other way. Basket's good. Landon Thomer. Xavier Edwards in the corner, kept his dribble. Ebersold, 3-ball, good. Evergreens have 1, 2, 3 threes here in the early going. So they get a 2, the Evergreens get a 3, and it's 11-6. Shaughnessy to the rim, offensive foul, no. They're going to say the defensive player was not set. Foul's going to be on Colin Ebersold, who hits the floor hard. 50-50 call, go against the Evergreens. Aiden Shaughnessy to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Too strong. Cole Kowalski comes in. David Haskin out for the Indians. Shaughnessy's got 1 of 2. It's 11-7. Here's Xavier Edwards to the front court for the Evergreens. Again, keeps his dribble. Xavier Edwards stops on a dime, goes back out. Creeby traveled. Keegan Jershely will walk it up. Creeby will pick him up. The height of Landon Thomer. 3 balls in the air off the back bracket. Xavier Edwards gets the Shaughnessy miss. Ahead to Cade Felch, back to Xavier Edwards. Edwards been carrying a lot more of the offensive load in the second half of the season. Felch thought about a quick release 3. Shaughnessy quickly closed on him. 12 minutes to go in the first half. Studeman, who's yet to be heard from tonight. Goes cross court, too strong and out of bounds. It's a 4th turnover for the Evergreens. That's been a problem this season. Evergreens in many games have been losing the turnover battle. I get it. Studeman's a tall kid. Felch is a shorter kid. Threw it right over his head and into the student section. Hanging in the lane, kissing the glass is Landon Thomer. Landon's got 4. It's a 1-possession game. Three ball, quick release, high, arcing, good for Cohen Preby. That's twice now in the first half that the Evergreens have answered to Mosinee 2 with a 3 on their own. Shaughnessy along the baseline, makes an extra pass, in traffic, turned over. Xavier Edwards got it. Evergreens by 5, chance to build on that. 5's been the biggest lead here in the early going. Xavier Edwards got Cole Kowalski on him. Kowalski did a good job cutting him off, fighting through the double team, got his man in the air, and he scores. And again, Xavier Edwards looked like he was bumped there too, no whistle. Everest by 7. Jershely is cut off. Filling the lane in traffic, got a reach in on the Evergreens. Nicolet Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Edgar, Medford, and Merrill. Learn more at nicoletbank.com. Casey Studeman called for his first. It's non-shooting. Team's 4th. David Haskin comes back in. Aiden Shaughnessy to the bench. Jershely gets it in. Landon Thomer. Here's Haskin and now Thomer again. Thomer pull up long 2. It's short. Offensive rebound tracked down by Cole Kowalski. Not many offensive boards for Mosinee so far tonight, despite a height advantage. That ball's loose, and Kowalski's Johnny on the spot to get it. Long three from Jershely, and he hit it. Jershely was in another air code, and down it goes. Evergreens want more height. Vander Truax comes in. Preby turned over. Jershely back to back. Jershely's got 9. It's a 2-point game. So that 7-point lead takes a haircut. Mosinee's on a 5-0 run. Quick release from Cade Felch. You could tell that was off as soon as it left his hands. Treve Stoffel gets the rebound for the Indians. Chance for a tie or a lead change on a 3. Baseline 3, too strong. On the Kowalski miss, Ebersold gets the rebound. Hanging and missing at the rim is Xavier Edwards. Good drive, no finish. 3-on-2 for the Indians. Extra pass, cut off. Good defense by Xavier Edwards. Jershely back for a 3. He missed that. Pinballs around. Ebersold gets the rebound. Front court fighting through. Travel, wave off the basket. Casey Studeman thought he was bumped too. Truax is in. Studeman comes out. Mosinee's got a timeout. Just under 9 minutes to go. It's an entertaining 2-point ball game so far. Back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
It's simple, but true. Time is money. At Sherrill Tire and Service, we have over 20 mobile service trucks to get you rolling and growing again. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers, your locally owned farm tire dealer.
Fun game to watch so far. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest, partnering with private and public customers since 1984. And Staub Construction has its own service and fabrication department. They could assist with any municipal or industrial situation. Staub Construction, 100% employee owned. Mosinee's got the ball out of the timeout, trailing by 2. Jershely, who's got 9 so far. Cut off there by Ebersold, who's the Evergreens' best defender. Wide open 3 off the screen, too strong for Haskin. Xavier Edwards gets the rebound for Everest. Hard screen by Ebersold. Off the bench. Felch from the corner, short. Rebound to Mosinee, the height advantage of Landon Thomer. For a lead change, 3-ball, no good. A miss from Cole Kowalski. Xavier Edwards dribbled right into the double team, and the Evergreens are going to take a timeout. Nope. Offensive foul. They're going to say Xavier Edwards had the elbows out in that double team. Xavier Edwards first, team's 5th. Thought the Evergreens wanted a timeout there. Again, Xavier's a sophomore. He'll recognize that situation as he plays more. For the tie, good. Treve Stoffel, the sophomore, knots us at 16. Full court pressure. Ahead to Ebersold. And now Xavier Edwards. Edwards quickly to the front court, to the rack, hangs, misses. Xavier Edwards stuck on 2, has a couple of misses right at the rack. Driving in, Ebersold strips Kowalski. Evergreens look to retake the lead. Here's Colin Ebersold. Truax on the wing. Back out to Preby. Cade Felch, who's had a hot hand so far tonight, but he's missed his last shot. Ebersold surveys, thought about setting a screen for him. Good idea. Preby gets it back. 7 minutes to go, first half. Felch thought about the quick release, then decided against. Truax with his dribble. Maybe you don't want that much dribbling from Truax. It's turned over, and then he reaches in and commits the foul. Vander Truax. First, team 6th. So Mosinee goes to the bonus. There's not been a single foul called against Mosinee so far in the game. Xavier Edwards is out. Zachary Jones in for the first time for the Evergreens. Mosinee looking to retake the lead. They had the lead earlier in the ballgame. Hanging and fading backwards, kissing the glass is Landon Thomer. Thomer's got 6. Mosinee by 2. Evergreens have been stuck on 16 for a while. And right off the bench, a turnover for Zachary Jones. Evergreens take it right back. Felch picks up the loose ball. Evergreens 4 on 2 if they hurry. To Zachary Jones underneath, got the man up on his back. Zachary Jones is going to the free throw line. That's the right call. Zachary Jones got his man up in the air. And David Haskin came down on top of him. Zachary Jones has 2 free throws coming from the Jamie Wetzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice for cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. Short break for the Evergreens. Casey Studeman, they want his height back in. Cade Felch comes out. S.C. Swiderski says an S.C. Swiderski apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. 1 out of 2. Turned over along the baseline. Evergreens Ebersold gets it back from Landon Thomer. Trailing by 1, the Evergreens are looking for a lead change on this possession. Preby's got his dribble. Here's Studeman behind the arc on the wing. Studeman drives in, draws the double team, leans in. Casey Studeman has 4 points. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski. They'll make you feel right at home. Online, scswiderski.com for more. That's scswiderski.com. Third lead change in the first half. 5.5 to go. Driving in, a lot of traffic. This is a bailout foul. A 1-and-1 is coming up for Landon Thomer. Let's thank our game day sponsors, Era Pancakes and the Jamie Schley American Family Insurance Agency.
And Truax
is the first player to 2 personal fouls. So out goes Vander and back in comes Xavier Edwards. Thomer's got 6, now he's got 7. Thomer's got them both. Mosinee is 5 of 6 from the foul line so far tonight. Against full court pressure, here's Studeman in the backcourt. Studeman's got a double team. I'm not sure how much dribbling you want from Studeman. And riding him into the front court is Treve Stoffel, who picks up his first. Evergreens will inbound in front of the Mosinee student section. Ag Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op with a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans, leases, crop insurance, tax, and records, they've got you covered. Ag Country, Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, Medford. To Cohen Preby in the backcourt. Preby's got Jershely on him. Jershely got a quick 9 early and has quieted down somewhat since then. Jershely's a threat to heat up at any time. Into the lane, hanging and scoring back-to-back buckets for Casey Studeman. Here's Jershely. They play him too soft. Jershely misses. The defense closed on him. Preby identified shooter at the last moment. Everest by 1 and the ball. Preby to the rack, scores, kissed off the glass. Pretty drive for Preby. See if Mosinee has an answer. 3 for a tie, good. Shaughnessy. Xavier Edwards, first touch since coming back into the game. Tries the baseline, double team there, fights through it, and is stripped. Evergreens take it right back. To Studeman, leans in. Studeman hit hard. He'll go to the free throw line. 2 coming up for Casey Studeman, an improving free throw shooter. Cole Kowalski is called for it, his first, team's third. To the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line, called Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. Short. When the free throw is that short, that's a sign of a tired player. It means you don't have your legs under you. Ebersold comes out. Cade Felch back in for the Evergreens. Felch hit back-to-back threes early in the game and has been quiet since. Studeman gets 1 of 2. And it's a 1-point game. It's been a tight one throughout. Evergreens have led by 7. That's been the biggest margin tonight. Driving in, scooping, short from Kowalski. Felch gets a board right off the bench and taps it over to Studeman. Here's Preby in the front court, fancy on the dribble. Preby looks to split defenders. Look like there is a push, no whistle. Play on through that. Treve Stoffel to the front court, too strong. Studeman bodied him up, no whistle there, so it's called evenly in either direction, just the way you'd like it. Everest by 1 and the ball, 3 and change until halftime. Here's Studeman. Studeman spins, makes an extra pass down low. Preby was caught underneath, baseline 3, short. Preby gets the rebound, foul line falling backwards, good. Good hustle play by Preby to keep the chance alive and to get points. Driving to the rim, too strong for Jershely. Again, Jershely's been kind of quiet since coming out hot. Double teamed in the backcourt. Evergreens have to push forward. They've got numbers. Now Mosinee's back on defense. It's a 5-on-5 set. Preby's cut off on the baseline. 2.5 until intermission. Preby open 3. He's hot now. Preby's got 10, first player to double figures tonight. Everest opens up a 6-point lead. It's been kind of a streaky game. David Haskin open for a 3, but not taking it was Kowalski. Haskin's got it back. Here's Jershely with Preby on him. Good defense. Passes off to the corner. 2 minutes to go till halftime. Long 3 is good. It's only long if you don't make it, right? Cole Kowalski cuts the 6-point lead in half. 3-point game now. Here's Preby, hottest player on the floor at the moment, to Xavier Edwards. Edwards thought about baseline. He's going to go right into a double team and keeps his dribble. Evergreens want a timeout. 1:35 left, Everest by 3 and the ball when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
During the timeout, the Evergreens checked where they were going to inbound the ball. In front of the Mosinee bench is the answer at 3/4 court. Foundation Finance has now a chance to work with a company that really understands growth. Foundation Finance has grown every year since 2012. Make the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits from day one. What was that? Ugliest turnover you can imagine, and right out of a timeout, too. 1.5 to go in the first half. A 3 ties it for the Indians, and they're not bashful about taking them. That's good defense from Cade Felch. Trying to feed the low post with Treve Stoffel. Felch knocked it out of bounds. So the Everest defense resets, goes all the way up high to Landon Thomer. Thomer's got 8. Thomer to the rim. No, that's a miss on the baseline from Kowalski, out of bounds. It's off the Everest defense. Mosinee will inbound underneath their own basket. Jershely inbounds up high to Thomer. Thomer's got Studeman on him. So this game for sure is going to be decided in the second half. Fun times ahead for a Tuesday night from the Mosinee gym. 3 ball for a tie. It's too strong from Jershely. Out of bounds to the Evergreens. Thomer was unable to squeeze it. 62 ticks left on the game clock. Mosinee sets up full court pressure. Into Studeman. Do the Evergreens hold for one here? Not sure. Studeman had his pocket picked in the backcourt. And Thomer now has 10. 1 point game. Xavier Edwards to the front court. Xavier Edwards is ridden and pushed. Mosinee still got fouls to give, so this is non-shooting. Cole Kowalski is called for his second, only the team's 4th. Evergreens will inbound underneath. Kowalski with the 2 fouls comes out. Aiden Shaughnessy with no fouls comes in. Here's Preby. Preby gets the double team, gives it to Zachary Jones. Preby got his man up in the air. This is a foul, non-shooting. Landon Thomer collapsed into Preby. Thomer's first, 5th on the Indians. Cade Felch will inbound. Not a senior on the floor for the Evergreens here. Inbounded to the junior, Preby. 30 seconds to go in the half. Bad pass at the feet of Xavier Edwards. The 12th turnover in the first half for the Evergreens. Mosinee gets possession back and a chance to take a lead into the locker room. Will it be the Evergreens by 1, which is where we are now, or will it be Mosinee by 1? Or 2 maybe. Thomer gives it up to Haskin. Back to Jershely. 10 seconds. It's go time for the Indians. Hanging too strong is Thomer. In the corner, 6 seconds. Time to go back out. Got to pop this. It'll count if it goes. Fading away, it's empty. Nothing doing. Treve Stoffel misses, and that's going to bring us to halftime. Evergreens 29, Mosinee 28. A tightly played first half. Halftime from Mosinee is brought to you by the Greenheck Group, the global leader in creating air movement and control equipment. Greenheck is one of Wausau's largest employers, the perfect place for the next step in your career. See if Greenheck Group is right for you. Visit greenheck.com. That's greenheck.com. Before we go to halftime, congratulations to the Everest dance team. 2nd in regionals last for their palm routine last weekend and for that artistic jazz pirate routine that's been confounding us for much of the season. They'll go on to state this coming weekend, so good luck, ladies. Evergreens always seem to bring home some hardware. Everest Dance, one of the best in Wisconsin. Boys basketball tonight, halftime, DC Everest 29, Mosinee 28 on Zaleski Sports.
For me, for Greenheck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Greenheck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here.
I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, visiting today with DC Everest Evergreens boys basketball coach Oliver Drake. Coach, you begin year number 2 this year, but let's first just take a pause. We'll reflect on last year, and I think probably where we start this discussion is Marcus Hall, obviously one of the premier players in the entire state last year. What was it like coaching a basketball guy like Marcus Hall?
Well, it's a privilege. Anytime you get an opportunity to coach somebody who is so passionate about the game and just was an outstanding leader. I mean, for what you saw on game night, he was even better behind the scenes, from a student to how he treats people to everything that he's about. And so it was an absolute privilege. He definitely really left a mark on our program, not just on the court, but the way he treated young players in our program, and obviously planted that seed with young players in our program that what's possible here at DC Everest if you put in a ton of work and do all the right things. So it was an absolute privilege to coach Marcus Hall.
As I said, last year was year one with the program, so making those building blocks and forming those traditions and standards going forward. Looking back on last year, what was just maybe one or two of your favorite memories with you and the guys from last year?
Yeah, it's hard to put one or two memories. I think the biggest thing for me is just the way the guys accepted being coached and being held accountable and accepted the standards that we're putting in play here and just really allowed themselves to be pushed outside their comfort zone, and I think that led to team success, having 18 wins and winning a playoff game, playing in a regional final game, beating a really good Appleton East game. So I think it's just those bonds and those relationships that were formed. We had some outstanding seniors. We're going to miss them like crazy, but our relationship with the players that graduate from our program is just beginning, and I can't wait to see what they accomplish in their futures. So I think it always goes back to that relationship piece. Well, really appreciating the way the guys worked and the way they held themselves accountable and the way they allowed themselves to be coached. It was a pretty awesome group.
I mentioned, so year two is underway now. Let's tell us about those first 2 weeks of practice this year and how that compared to last year. Now that you've got another year, a whole year under your belt, a lot of those guys now know you. Obviously, the incoming freshmen, that's a different thing, but kind of compare and contrast year one and year two, those first couple weeks of practice.
Yeah, our guys have done a phenomenal job. Obviously, anytime you have returning players in a returning system, our players have really done a nice job of setting the tone and doing the things that we want to have done, the things that take no talent, to the way that we talk to each other, to the way that we coach each other. Our players are really starting to understand that it's got to become a players run program. If it's coach driven, it can only get so far. And our players have done a really nice job of taking that leadership role, making sure things are squared up, on the court, behind the scenes. And that's always fun to see the growth from year to year, but certainly there's a ton of growth that takes place from year one to year two. And all the credit goes to our players. They've done a great job with that.
Talking to DC Everest Evergreens boys basketball coach Oliver Drake. Let's talk about this year's group of seniors. And Coach, I'm cautioning you right away. You don't have to mention names, because once you mention one, you forget one, you get all kinds of trouble. But tell us about the expectations. What do you want out of a senior group?
Well, our three seniors, Colin, AJ, and Owen have done a great job. And what we want from all of our players, but certainly our seniors, is just that sense of thankfulness for the opportunity to do what we get to do. This thing goes by really fast. And so them making sure that they leave the program better than they found it. They also leave with no regrets. And that starts with working. And, some people want things to be microwaved. Nothing good can get microwaved. Like it's got to be in a slow cooker. And that's the work that we do every single day, and making sure our seniors really set the tone with just getting after it. And our three seniors have done a great job of that thus far. And so we want to see them end their career feeling like they left it all out there, and they're off to a good start with that.
You might give me a different answer to this in February, but here early season, what's the one part of your team that you want to lead with right now, whether that be, shooting, defense, whatever it might be? What's that one thing that you can sit on the bench and just count on these guys? I think they've got it figured out this early in the season.
I think just the cohesiveness. This group really is good to each other. They've played a lot of basketball together. So just really looking as one unit, whether it's offensively, defensively, running our sets, running, our quick hitters, based on just seeing us be cohesive, one unit, willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. So I've been really impressed with our cohesiveness, really impressed with our guys' willingness to accept roles and to take those and run with them.
How would you like to answer that question in February?
Well, I'm very optimistic that our defense will be something that we can hang our hats on, and our rebounding and valuing the basketball. I really feel like if you defend at a high level, you rebound at a high level, and you value the basketball at a high level, you got a chance in every game. Shots come and go. You can't hang your hat on great shooting nights every night, but you can hang your hat in those three areas. So I would say those 3 areas, just being really tough with the basketball, being a great half-court defensive team, and making sure we win the glass every night from a rebounding standpoint.
As a coach, what do you do differently on a road game versus a home game? Because there are different things that happen. You know, the bus rides and this gym and the locker room somewhere else. How do you help your guys be better on the road games?
Well, I think number one is just settle in. You know, just everybody kind of taking a deep breath on the road. I also think that the road games are great opportunities to kind of have us against the world, and knowing that you're going to go into another gym and another place. And so we just look at road games as unbelievable opportunities. Obviously, you want to compete and win in everything that you do, but there's a different feeling when you win on the road. So I think that it starts with just really settle down, relax. Let's get some good looks early in the game. So getting some quick hitters that hopefully allow our offense to play inside out, get some high percentage shots, because shooting percentages typically drop on the road. Not always, but typically they do. And how you can negate some of that is, I think, get some higher percentage looks. So as a coach, running some quick hitters and some sets to get the ball inside early, I think is a great way to settle in on the road as well.
Halftime. For the last 4 games, the Evergreens have played teams with double-digit wins. The Evergreens find themselves on a 4-game losing streak. Mosinee's no different. They're 14-2. It's a 1-point game. Mosinee will get the ball, trailing by 1 at halftime. I'm Chris Conley. Leading scorers, Landon Tomer has 10 for Mosinee, Keegan Jershely 9. 4 for Aiden Shaughnessy, 3 for Cole Kowalski, and 2 for Treed Stoffel. Mosinee hit 3 threes in the first half, 5 turnovers, and 5 of 6 from the foul line. Evergreens are led by Cohen Preby with 10. Casey Studeman's got 7. Cade Felch, 6. 3 points for Colin Ebersol, 2 for Xavier Edwards, and 1 for Zachary Jones. Evergreens had 5 threes in the first half. Cade Felch had 2 of them. Did I mention Felch in the individual scoring? He's got 6. Evergreens have turned the ball over 12 times, and they're 2 of 4 from the foul line. Second half gets underway when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, my name is Preston. I have the Abbey Bank Bright Future checking account for kids and teens. I really like the mobile wallet feature. I just tap my phone to pay for snacks or anything at a store. I get my own debit card that my mom can transfer money into. She can also turn my card on or off if I misplace it. Plus, Abbey Bank gave me a bonus after I made my first deposit. Mom, if you're listening, send more money, please.
Visit us online at abbeybank.com to learn more. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and we have a huge savings for you. Supplier pricing for everyone on all remaining 23 models. Over 50 to choose from. Stop on in and talk to one of our sales consultants today.
Not a lot of fouls called in the first half. Vander Truax has 2 personal fouls for the Evergreens. Cole Kowalski has 2 for the Indians, and neither are starters. So here we go, 18 minutes to decide what's been a tight game so far. Start of the second half is held up for just a moment as some of the Mosinee students take their seats. The bleachers come right out to the sideline, and we're waiting for some of those students to get into the bleachers and off the court of play. And now we're ready to go. Play is in for the second half. Here's Jershely with his first touch, spin move, and then kicks it back out. Jershely looked like he could have got to the rim if he wanted to. Along the baseline, Mosinee opens up the second half with a turnover. And they open up with full court defensive pressure. Here's Casey Studeman for the Evergreens. Studeman into the front court, fights through a double team, and there's a foul called. Treed Stoffel has just picked up his second. First team foul. Colin Ebersol will inbound for the Evergreens. Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local, family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Elite Auto Care, Schofield Avenue, Schofield. Here's Xavier Edwards, set a high screen for him. Cut off to Preby. Flashing out is Thomer to guard him. Evergreens again, kind of a long, deliberate offensive set. Ball's been on the perimeter. Preby's got a big kid, Thomer, on him. More reasonable matchup now with Studeman along the baseline. Studeman leans in and scores. Studeman's up to 9. Took a lot of time, but the Evergreens score on their first possession of the second half. Here's Jershely. Pulls up at the foul line, gives it off. David Haskin. Jershely's got it back, set a screen for him, got Studeman on him, too strong. Studeman still got him to change his shot. Studeman's got a lot of length, got that arm out. Xavier Edwards with the rebound. 3-ball, Preby, he's hot as can be. Preby's up to 13. Evergreens open with the first 5 points of the second half, and now lead by 6. Baseline, does Mosinee have an answer? Yes, they do. Aiden Shaughnessy. Teams trade makes from behind the arc. Studeman double team just outside the lane. Tries to spin in, scores. Studeman. So back and forth we go. Points the last 3 trips up and down the floor. 3-ball off a screen for Haskin. Too strong. Offensive rebound up and in for Treve Stoffel. Xavier Edwards to the front court. Felch, Preby again, back to back. No, off the front rim. Offensive rebound, Xavier Edwards. High off the glass, no good. Xavier slaps his hands like he thought he was fouled. Long ball knocked away. Felch went down hard, he's all right. 3 from the corner, back-to-back hits for Shaughnessy. And the game's tied. That's a kick by the Mosinee defender. Mutual of Wausau Insurance has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com. One word, mutualofwausau.com. You'll find an agent near you. Preby in the backcourt. To the front, Felch, quick release, good! Evergreens are hot from behind the arc. Felch now has 9 on 3 makes from behind the circle. Evergreens retake the lead. Driving in, hanging, friendly roll for Landon Thomer. I got it, friends. The H is silent. Touch foul into the front court. Treve Stoffel's just picked up his 3rd. He's going to go to the bench. Cole Kowalski with 2 fouls comes in. Treve's the first player to the 3-foul club. 1-point game, Evergreens have it. Ebersold inbounds to Xavier Edwards in the backcourt. X with his dribble, splits defenders, hard to the rim, too strong. Again, Xavier's looking for a foul that doesn't come. This is a jump ball as Colin Ebersold is flung to the floor. Arrow points to the Evergreens. Cohen Preby will trigger it in. All the way up high to Xavier Edwards. Here's Studeman, blocked from behind. That was clean. It's going to stay with the Evergreens. Thomer with the block. For the first time, Sebastian Anderson is in for the Indians. David Haskin is out. So Mosinee goes a little deeper on their bench. The basketball rolled up the tunnel to be retrieved by Preby. Great Lakes Cheese says join the team at Great Lakes Cheese. You'll work at a state-of-the-art facility, excellent benefits, pay and culture, and much more. It's a growing company to get your career on the right path. Apply today at GreatLakesCheese.com. GreatLakesCheese.com. Ebersol now to Edwards. Studeman on the baseline. Tomer to guard him. Studeman draws the double team. That's blocked. Late whistle. Mosinee fans thought it was clean. Referee closest to it disagrees. Landon Tomer picks up his second. Team's third. Casey Studeman to the Jamie Wetzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Studeman's playing big tonight. He's got 12 points. Zachary Jones will come in for the Evergreen. Xavier Edwards is out. Treve Stoffel with the 3 fouls comes back in for Mosinee. Curious? Studeman's got them both. 3 of 4 from the foul line tonight. 14 points for the evening for Casey Studeman so far, and counting. Jershely pulls up in the lane, goes back out. Boy, the Evergreens limiting Jershely's points after the opening minutes has been one of the storylines in this game. Mosinee 3-ball. It is short from Kowalski. Ebersol makes it a one-and-done trip to the Evergreens. Colin Ebersol to the front court. Felch left open. He hits all of these. Yes, he does. Someone's got to mark up on the marksman there. 44-38. Evergreen's biggest lead in a while. Jershely double teamed, spins, he's in trouble. Mosinee's going to take a timeout. Jershely had nowhere to go with the ball. Evergreens by 6. Mosinee will have the ball when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to J&D Tube Benders. Here at J&D, we strive to meet our customers' requirements and expectations. We pursue this goal through the effort of our dedicated employees by continually improving in the areas of customer service, quality, and productivity. We pride ourselves on not only being a pillar of the manufacturing industry, but a family to our employees. J&D Tube Benders, the fastest name in tube line fabrication.
We mentioned earlier the Evergreens have yet another tough game when they take the floor again on Friday. They'll be at Spash. Our Zaleski Sports Stevens Point crew on the mic for that game. This DC Everest-based crew sounds like we're flying for American Airlines. Landon Tomer is fouled. He's going to the free throw line. This DC Everest-based crew will be in action on Saturday for a makeup girls basketball game. Everest girls and Merrill were snowed out earlier in the year. Casey Studeman is called for his second foul. Tomer gets 1 of 2. It's a 5-point game. This possession will bring us under 13 minutes. Ebersol guarded up high by Stoffel with the 3 fouls. Here's Studeman, hangs, too strong, so he's human after all. Hustle play on the baseline. Ebersol, Felch 3-ball off the front rim, no good. Another offensive rebound, Zachary Jones. Got a foul called here. Is it on Jones? Yes, it is. They say Zachary Jones had the elbows out after securing the rebound. His first, team's second. So the Evergreens unable to build on that 5-point lead despite getting a couple of offensive boards. Jershely over to Kowalski. 3-ball in the air, short, offensive rebound. Shaughnessy on Stoffel's miss. Shaughnessy's got 8 in the second half. He now leads Mosinee. 12 overall. Bad time for a turnover. Down low, Mosinee's right back in this thing. Treve Stoffel now has 6. 1-point game again, just where it was at halftime. The Evergreens squander a 6-point lead and back-to-back turnovers. Mosinee can retake the lead. First lead chance in a while. That's going to be a travel, no, a push first. Colin Ebersold is called for his second, team's third. The Evergreens are getting 2 starters back in. Xavier Edwards and Vander Truax is coming in. Zachary Jones and Colin Ebersold are out. Evergreens with a little more height with Studeman and Truax on the floor at the same time. Over the top, Truax got a hand in there. It's out of bounds. Mosinee will keep possession. Jershely will inbound in the corner. All the way up high to Tomer. Looking to drive in, that's blocked, and Xavier Edwards comes away with it. So Mosinee could have taken the lead that possession. Everest defense held. Along the baseline, Studeman's cut off. Cade Felch saves it, and they're going to call that backcourt. I'm not sure about that, because if Jershely got a hand on that ball, the backcourt should be waved off. Nonetheless, 3 turnovers in a row for the Evergreens. That's not winning basketball. The Rural Virtual Academy is an online tuition-free public school. They serve students pre-K through high school in Wisconsin. The RVA strives to offer families the tools and resources to provide a strong academic foundation for each child. Here's Jershely, got Studeman on him. Jershely spins and scores. That's Jershely's first bucket in a while, and it gives us a lead change. Mosinee up by 1. Rural Virtual Academy allows each student to learn at their own pace. Got a timeout for the Evergreens. And the Rural Virtual Academy hosts hundreds of free events around the state to foster friendships among students. Learn more about the Rural Virtual Academy at ruralvirtual.org. Ruralvirtual.org. We'll keep it right here. I'm Chris Conley. Evergreens led by 7 in the first half. We're up by 6 earlier in the second half. But Mosinee's come back and they're up by 1. Everest has the ball out of this timeout. 6 lead changes in this game. Roto Graphics is your local Wausau graphic printing expert. Your business can always depend on the finest customer service to ensure your project is done right and sets you apart from the competition. Sales literature, retail product design, brand building. For your next graphics printing need, look to Roto Graphics Printing, 80th Street, Wausau. Roto Graphics, welcome to our Zaleski family of sponsors. Thank you for making our high school sports coverage possible this winter. Truax has the ball. And 11 minutes to go in this one. Over to Cade Felch. Felch spins, still has his dribble. Now Studeman. Studeman looks to drive in, cut off. Good defense there by Stoffel. Preby, who had a streak in the first half where he was just blazing away. Xavier Edwards, Tomer is on him, cut off on the baseline. X is trapped in the corner, gets it out to Truax. Felch was all alone in the corner. The ball was late coming to him. Felch was going to pop that 3 if the ball arrived faster. Another long possession for the Everest offense. Edwards splits defenders, kick out, all alone, 3, no good. Felch gets the rebound, tipped around. Evergreens look to reset. Studeman stops on a dime, almost thrown away. Felch gets it. To the corner, step back 3. Preby, it's good. Lead change again. Preby hits his 4th 3 of the night. 16 for Preby. Evergreens back up by 2. Looking to tie, a lot of contact, no whistle to bail out Tomer. Evergreens get the ball back. Truax, I believe, pulled that board down. Under 9.5 left in the ball game. This one feels like it's going to come down to the stretch, just like the Evergreens' last 2 games. Evergreens trying to get one of them to fall into the win column, trying to break a 4-game losing streak tonight. Mosinee last Friday had only their 2nd loss put on them of the entire season at Medford. Medford's a tough place to play. Studeman leans in, tough angle, and he scores. Everest by 4. 9 to go. Jershely's got Preby on him. So this is best on best. Jershely spins. Well, I thought that back foot slipped. No travel call. Driving in, splitting defenders up and in for Cole Kowalski. Ahead to Xavier Edwards. Down low, Studeman. Felch was off a screen and he's bumped. Landon Tomer has just picked up his third. Team's fourth. He'll come out. David Haskin will come back in. No, I beg your pardon. They're keeping Tomer in with the 3 fouls. Cole Kowalski is coming out. Evergreens will inbound underneath. 2-point lead for the Trees. Trying to chop down a really good opponent tonight. Xavier Edwards off a screen, goes up, scores. Xavier Edwards held that ball on his hip just long enough. Jershely splits defenders, leans in and scores. Jershely is starting to heat up again. Jershely's got 13. Xavier Edwards, cross court, Felch all alone, money. Felch has 15 on 5 makes from behind the arc. 6-point lead again for the Evergreens, ties their biggest of the second half. With the 3 fouls, Stoffel back out, 3 ball, that's short off the front of the rim from Tomer. Evergreens can get their biggest lead of the night if they get points. It's turned over. Back the other way, laid in. Evergreens want a timeout.
Timeout, Mosinee. Full timeout.
Mosinee's going to take a timeout. We'll take one too. 54-51, 7:18 to go officially on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Tell you what, the Evergreens have to be more careful with the ball if they want to get this game into the win column. They've turned it over 17 times tonight to Mosinee's 6. I'm Chris Conley. We're brought to you by Culligan Water. Get Culligan Water for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. And Elegant Occasions. Have you heard the news? The owner of Elegant Occasions is retiring, so now's the best time to make an appointment at Elegant Occasions for high school formal gowns. Homecoming dresses, 30% off, sizes 00 to 26 in stock. Winter formal and prom tuxedos will be delivered directly to you. Order them through Elegant Occasions. Make an appointment online at elegantoccasions.net. Everest by 3 and the ball. Studeman across to Xavier Edwards. To Cohen Preby, almost another turnover out of the timeout. Studeman got Stoffel with the 3 fouls on him. Studeman drives in, hangs, and scores. No answer for Studeman. Stoffel had to play him soft.
Couldn't risk picking up.
Foul there. Trees by 5. Jershely's got Preby on him and turned him back from the baseline. Tomer, double teamed. Studeman almost got a hand in there. Open for a 3. Stoffel, good. 2-point game. And quickly it's getting late. 6.5 left in this one. Xavier Edwards played him soft. Goes off to Truax in the corner. Truax looked a little surprised to get the ball back to Studeman. In, a lot of contact. Studeman scores anyway. May have been fouled too, no whistle. Referees letting them play, and they've been consistent tonight. This has been a good officiating crew. A drive and an answer for Keegan Jershely, who's got 15. 6 minutes to go. Xavier Edwards in the paint, now clears. Studeman Splits the defenders to the rim. Studeman again. Everest takes a timeout. 60-54. The Evergreens have 2 timeouts left with 5:51 left in the game. Everest by 4 on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. Getting ready for a fantastic finish. Coach Oliver Drake spent this timeout drawing up something that he wanted the team to emphasize on defense. The whiteboard was out. This was a coaching timeout. We're sponsored by Wiggly Field and Dome. Great food and drinks for any occasion. Visit Wausau's favorite post-game stop. Lunch, dinner, or a getaway with friends. Always a great atmosphere at Wiggly Field and Dome. Wiggly Field, Schofield Avenue. See if whatever was drawn up on defense makes a difference. Shaughnessy kicks to the baseline. Dribbling in is Jershely. He misses at the rim. Tipped around by Cade Felch, and Ebersold's got it for the Evergreens. Big possession as the Evergreens try and put a little more distance between themselves and Mosinee. Xavier Edwards. Edwards strip that went off someone's foot, and it's out of bounds off Xavier Edwards. So Mosinee gets a chance to edge closer. J&D Tube Benders in the Weston Industrial Parks, a certified custom manufacturer and distributor of tubes, tubing, and tube assemblies. A family-owned business may be the perfect place to consider your career. Looking for a change? Apply at J&D Tube Benders, online at jdtube.com. jdtube.com. This possession brings us under 5 minutes in a 4-point game. Stoffel looked around like maybe that was deflected off of someone. No, sir. Slipped out of his hands for sure. He doesn't miss like that. Studeman down the stretch, hero for the Evergreens. Studeman is bumped as he started his move up the floor. Landon Tomer has just picked up his 4th. You leave Landon in, there's 4:53 left in the game. The decision is no. They give up some. Sebastian Anderson, a sophomore, comes in. Sophomore for a senior in this spot. And he's got to guard the Evergreen Studeman. Studeman is fouled along the baseline. That's Mosinee's last foul to give. For the rest of the night, the Evergreens are in the bonus. Keegan Jershely is called for his 1st foul. Again, Mosinee's got 6, no more to give. Evergreens saved and stolen in the backcourt. Jershely misses at the rim. Jershely makes that 99 out of 100. Felch to break their hearts with a 3, too strong. Offensive rebound. Ebersold got his man up. That's blocked. Wow, I thought that was clean. I think Ebersold's lucky to be getting to the line here. Keegan Jershely has picked up his 2nd. 2 free throws coming up for Colin Ebersold. Mosinee fans sure thought that was clean. Here we go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Evergreens are 3 for 3 from the foul line in the second half. Offensive rebound, big one, stripped along the baseline, out of bounds to the Evergreens. Everest by 5, and they'll inbound underneath. Big moment for the Evergreens, trying to bump this up to a 3-possession game. There's an eternity left, 4:36. Studeman cut off on the baseline. Back out. Preby, 3 ball, too strong. And there's an over-the-back foul on the Evergreen, Xavier Edwards, who just picked up his second. Evergreen still have some fouls to give, team's fourth. That 3 would have made it an 8-point game. Was not to be. It stays a 2-possession game. Driving in, basket, and a foul. They're going to give him the continuation. Yes, they are. Jershely scores and gets to the free throw line. Now it's a 3-point game and a chance to make it 2. Cade Felch picks up his second. Which team will put together a small run down the stretch? That run could be decisive. Two-point game. To the front court, that's Studeman. Felch is all alone. He's hit these all night, and he does again. Felch with his 6th 3. Back to a 5-point lead. Stolen by Ebersol in the backcourt, and we're going to have an intentional foul on Mosinee. The Mosinee player reached for Ebersol's leg, preventing a breakaway. This is the right call. The Evergreens are going to get free throws, and they're going to get the ball back. And Stoffel's just picked up his 4th foul. That is the right call. You can freeze it and look at it again on our Zaleski Sports replay. Ebersol got the steal, and the Mosinee player grabbed his leg to prevent an uncontested layup. That looms big at the 4-minute mark in this game. Evergreens by 7, and they get the ball back. Yeah, if the Evergreens score off this possession, this 7-point lead now ties their biggest of the night. They're up by 7 in the first half. Score here, they go up by 9. With 4 fouls, Landon Tomer is back in. Steve Stoffel goes over to the bench and tries to plead his case, but no, he did grab the leg of Colin Ebersol. Everest ball, looking for points here. 1-1, should there be a foul. Should there be a tie-up, the arrow points to Mosinee. Ebersol again. Ebersol just faked his man, and Ebersol dunks. The seniors got something to talk about. Evergreens by 9. Mosinee, no panic, but they need an answer. Open for a 3, that's a big make. Landon Tomer with an answer. 6-point game. Felch, wow, Felch has been hot all night, and instead that is turned over. Jershely, baseline, leans in, scores. Yeah, no quit in these Indians, let me tell you. Jershely's got 11 in the second half, 20 overall. Cross court to Felch, who holds the ball. It's a 4-point game now. So the Evergreens get up by 9, and Mosinee scores the next 5. Back and forth momentum swings here. Xavier Edwards splits to the rim, scores. Big bucket for X. 6-point game again. Shaughnessy has hit 3 threes tonight, had it in the corner and decided not to take it. 2.5 to go. Got a bumping foul here. It's a non-shooting foul on Casey Studeman, his 3rd. Mosinee goes into the bonus on the next Everest foul. Open for a 3, Shaughnessy, it's good. What was a 6-point lead is now a 3-point lead. Back down to a 1-possession game. Fun finish coming up. Preby now to Felch in the corner. Preby's got it back. Evergreens with the ball, and 3 points to the good. 2 minutes to decide this one. Again, the Evergreens have given up second-point leads in each of their last 2 games. So finding a way to finish this out is important. Xavier Edwards double-teamed to Ebersold. An assist for Xavier Edwards. Ebersold's got 7 in the second half. 1.5 to go. Jershely leans in and scores. And Mosinee will take a timeout. 72-69. Tell me how this one ends. 1:31 left, and we'll play it out when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the #1 goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Mosinee just scored on the Jershely drive to the bucket before the timeout. Evergreens get the ball up by 3. We're sponsored by Camping World of Rothschild, just off I-39. A huge inventory of new and used RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and campers. Treat yourself to memories that'll last a lifetime. Visit Camping World of Rothschild. Fleet Farm says pick up your pet's favorites at Fleet Farm. Everything from dog food to treats, toys, health products under one roof, and all the brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. Full court pressure for Mosinee defensively. Evergreens have been turnover prone today. Inbounded to Studeman. Studeman's got his dribble, clock's moving. Xavier Edwards. Evergreens are spreading the floor out. Preby, sure-handed ball handler. Evergreens would love to take some time off and score. Preby guarded closely. Evergreens are taking a timeout. What they did was take about 30 seconds off the game clock. 1:08 to go. We will keep it here. We'll tell you about Merrill Steel, your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. That's Merrill Steel. MerrillSteel.com. Looking for your next career step? Get help finding your next job at Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Marshfield, and Stevens Point. Learn more at ExpressPros.com. That's ExpressPros.com. You could not ask for a more entertaining Tuesday night of basketball. The atmosphere is lit here at the Mosinee Gym. Big crowd. A lot of Everest fans here too. Post-game coverage, we'll talk with the winning coach and their favorite player. Just couldn't tell you who that is right now, could we? Mosinee won the JV game. Took that by 5. The Mosinee team's going to look a lot different next year. They graduate a lot of seniors. Mosinee, you think in postseason, is going to make a big run in Division II. Everest has the ball out of the timeout. Mosinee going to guard closely. Should there be a tie-up, the ball goes to Mosinee. Both teams in the 1-and-1 now. Inbounded to Studeman. Studeman stops in the lane, goes back out. The Evergreens will reset. 1 minute to go. And a reach-in. They're going to put Xavier Edwards on the line. Critical 1-and-1 coming up. Keegan Jershely commits the foul. This is the last 1-and-1 for the Evergreens for the final 59 seconds. Double bonus after this. It's live on a miss. It's a make. Xavier Edwards, chilly at the free throw line. That one made it a two-possession game. Got them both. Edwards has 8, no bigger than 7 and 8 from the free throw line. Water gets a little deep for Mosinee, down by 5. 3 ball from the corner, short. Ebersold gets the rebound, stripped underneath. Jershely scores, and he's fouled. What a big moment. Jershely stripped the ball from Ebersold, scores, and gets to the free throw line. Boy, that keeps Mosinee alive in this game. The basket makes it a 3-point game, and a free throw coming up could cut the lead to 2. It's a miss. Tapped around. Mosinee gets the rebound in a 3-point game. Cross court, bad pass. Felch takes it over. Mosinee takes it back, missing at the rim. Studeman secures it for the Evergreens, and he's fouled. Studeman's going to go down to the other end to shoot 2. Boy, Mosinee got looks at the basket. Confirming who it's on. It's on Treve Stoffel, who has just fouled out of the game. He exits with 11. Boy, that was quite a sequence there off the miss. Both teams possessed the ball. No points scored off the 3-point play free throw attempt. This is a double bonus, 2 free throws for Studeman, and he kind of leaves the door open, missing the first. This is the big one to make it a 4-possession game. Mosinee would need the ball twice. And he got it. Clock is now friendly to the Evergreens. Leaning in, no good. Tipped up, ball's loose again. Evergreens get the rebound. DC Everest may be sitting pretty now. Mosinee's got a foul. They reach in and foul Cohen Preby. The Everest bench is feeling it, up by 4 and 2 free throws with 25 seconds left. Again, the challenge for Mosinee is you need the ball twice. The foul's on Aiden Shaughnessy. Not to put a jinx in here, Preby shooting his first free throws of the night. He's a great free throw shooter. He makes the first. Sure looks like the Evergreens are going to break their 4-game losing streak. And Mosinee will have lost 2 in a row. Preby gets them both. This is going to be a happy bus ride home for Everest. From the baseline, that's a 3 that's no good. Long rebound comes out. Going to have a reach-in foul that's going to be on the Evergreens, I think. So the clock is going to stop, and Mosinee's going to get a chance to put points. Casey Studeman picks up his 4th. They're ruling this is a 1-and-1 for Aiden Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy's on 15 points tonight. Missed it. Yeah, that's going to do it. The Evergreens have what they need to win this game. Reach-in foul on Cole Kowalski. Will walk down to the other end. 2 more free throws for Colin Ebersold. Ebersold was big in the second half. Going to finish with 10 points, 7 of them after halftime. Coach Oliver Drake's going to join us at halftime. Bring out the wide-angle telephoto lens. Coach Drake's going to have a big smile. Evergreens led by 8 in the second half. And they're up by 6 now. 3 ball here. Studeman, who's been big on the boards all night, gets the rebound. He'll dribble it out. Congratulations to the Evergreens. They've beaten a really good Mosinee team. The final score is 77-71.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield West.
12 on the season. Mosinee falls to 4-3. Mosinee drops back-to-back games late. They fell to Medford last Friday, and they're defeated by the DC Everest Evergreens here. Stay tuned for our Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Repeating our final score, DC Everest 77, Mosinee 71. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us for our Zaleski Sports play-by-play. Post-game coverage is next on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
The Evergreens' 4-game losing streak is over. They come on the road and beat Mosinee 77-71. Coach, I give the team all kinds of credit because some of the losses over the 4 games were heartbreakers.
They were, and they were a really good competition. And we just been preaching to our guys to keep staying with it, and they have. And they deserve this. I mean, there's a lot of times you deserve stuff in life. You don't always get it. They've worked for it. They've stayed the course. They're great dudes, and they deserve a big-time win like this tonight.
You can tell a lot about a team after a tough loss, how they practice the next day. What have you been getting from this group?
They just keep coming back for more, and they keep doing it together. And it's just a fun group to coach. I texted them Friday night after a tough game with Marshfield that I loved coaching them, and that was the truth. Win or lose, I love coaching these guys. Love what they're about.
And it just seems like the whole team exhaled once the game was finally going into the win column. This is a tough environment to win in. The crowd's right on top of you. It's a 14-win team, so high level and a quality win tonight.
Oh, it's a really good team. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just so proud of our guys finding a way, and they just kept responding all night.
Got a couple of guys to my left who've doing a lot of work tonight. A lot of rebounds in the game for Colin Ebersold, who had some key moments after the intentional foul. It looked like the team never gave up.
No, I don't think we gave up at all. You know, it was a big one. It was more than a game today, so it was a big one that we won today. So,
tell me about keeping everything together after the tough losses, because both the losses to East and Marshfield were games that just kind of went the wrong way down the stretch.
Yeah, we just had to stay motivated, really. We never really gave up, and we were in it for almost all of those games. So this was one of those where it was going down the similar path, and, you know, we came out with the dub, so that's really it.
I'll tell you, Colin Ebersold contributes in ways that don't show up in the scoring column. A lot of rebounds, very tough defense. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Casey Studeman leads the Evergreens with 22. Congratulations. And you had to battle against some bigs all night tonight.
Oh, yeah, you know, my game is down low, so it doesn't matter if they're big or not. I'm going to still take it to them.
And you're willing to split defenders, and even with giving up some height, you get to the rim a lot.
Oh, yeah, you know, I don't know, I feel like I elevate over a lot of them and use shot fakes and fakes around the rim. And, you know, if you're shorter than them, you can still get to the basket even, like I said, if you're shorter.
It was kind of a streaky game tonight, too. The Evergreens got up by 7 twice in the first half, finally got up by 8 in the second half, and Mosinee came back each time. Looked very physical, battling for some of those rebounds underneath.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely very physical out there, you know. I feel like the refs let us play a little bit more, which I appreciate that. And, you know, we just had to keep battling. And, you know, if we keep battling, we'll win more.
Congratulations. Casey Studeman leads the Evergreens tonight with 22 points, 24 in defeat for Keegan Jershely for Mosinee. The final score from the Mosinee gym is DC Everest 77, Mosinee 71. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports.
Right. Should we get Colin, too?
Yeah, get Colin. Together with feeling.
Wait, what do we say?
Say your names and say you're in the house.
I'm Casey.
I'm Todd, and I'm in the house.
Yeah, we're in the house.
Yeah.
Excellent, guys. Congratulations. Thank you.